How's it going? I'm just gonna give it a second to get going, see if some people can join us. Welcome to Lisa's book party. I'm so happy that you've joined us and that you're ready to learn more about Usborne books. All right, so I'm just gonna wait a few seconds, let some people join in. But before I start talking about the books, I just wanted to say thank you for coming. And Lisa and I are good friends. Our husbands work together, but Lisa and I just have fun together. And she was actually someone who reintroduced Usborne books to me since having kids. So I knew about them previously, gifted some to nieces and nephews. And then on my daughter's first birthday, she gave me a bundle, and they were beautiful. And I thought, are these the most beautiful books? I don't even want to touch them. They're just so perfect. And then I just really understood just that beauty and detail makes them so engaging that your child just can't get enough of them. And now I see that value with my daughter, who's now 3, who just loves them and just could spend countless minutes, hours sometimes, looking through books, spotting things, talking about them. So they're really, really beautiful. And what's lovely is that they range in age. So they're not just for little ones. They go all the way up to teenagers. And depending on interest, you will be able to find something for the child or the kids in your life. Okay, so please comment if you are watching, if you have a question, if you have a comment, and I will try to address it during the live, and if I don't, I'll comment after for sure. And let's just get right into the books. This will be posted on the group, so you can totally watch it afterwards if you missed some, or if you want to rewatch it because you saw a book that you liked. All right, so really, really well-known series is That's Not My Series. So we actually have 60 titles of the series, all different types of animals and themes. What's really lovely about these books and what they're known for is the touchy-feely of these books. This page is just, oh my goodness. My son, Brooks, who's 9 months, just like loves this page. It's adorable. Really repetitive text. And what's cute is that there's actually a little white mouse on every page of every single one of these books for your child to spot. So what's lovely about these books is, yes, they're really great for babies, for that tactile component, but toddlers and preschoolers love these as well because of the repetitiveness. They will try to read it on their own. They'll read it to their younger sibling or to you. So really, really fun. And then there's that interactive piece as well. So lots and lots of different ones with all different textures, which is super fun. Another series for little ones is called Little Peep Through books. And this one's Are You There, Puppy? There's Are You There, Elephant? Are You There, Owl? Are You There, Tiger? So lots of different ones. And what's really neat is that there's lots of different things going on in this book. So there's finger trails for your child to trace. There's texture in the pages. There are obviously peep-throughs on the pages that you're looking for the animal, or half pages. And then you'll see that no, it's not the puppy, it's the turtle. And then it's more finger trails, more peep-throughs. Oh, it's not you, it's a busy little bird. And then, are you there, little puppy? I can see you splashing in the bubbles, and you can see a little peep through. Is that the puppy? Oh no, it's a very wet cat. So really, really cute. Lots going on in the pages to get your child really into this book. Another cute series for little ones is the Slide and See. There's a few different options for this one. And what's really cute is that it's interactive in this way. So your child can move, in this one, the dinosaurs, and there's all the different sound effects. So not a lot of text, so you can fill in the text as you go. Your child will learn to fill in the text as well. But then just interactive and ad-libbing really, really fun. But what's really cool is that the pages are so thick that there's no way your kid is going to bend these pages. So really, really awesome little series. Okay, so we have some really amazing sound books. So one is the Don't Tickle series. So there's Don't Tickle the Dinosaur, Lion, and Hippo. And I think we're really low stock on the dinosaur and hippo, but we have a lot of the lion right now. And what's so cute about them, it's really nice. They'll have a little, oh, I guess I tickled him when I turned him over. So it is touch and feel, but what I was showing is that there is a little switch to turn it on and off, which is nice to save the battery, and also you can replace the battery. And so it is touch and feel, and when you tickle it, then you hear the grunt, and it has several different sounds. Don't tickle the Stegosaurus. You might hear it stomp. And the sounds are pretty awesome. And so my daughter just loves this book and plays it over and over and over. It's a really, really fun book. Another really great sound book is The Four Seasons. There's also a Quiet Time music book that has other classical music pieces, and the Little Ballerina dancing book. So those all have classical pieces that you would recognize. So this one's Vivaldi's Four Seasons. So beautiful. And so it goes through each season, and then you can actually turn off the sound if you're done and you need to switch the page. And then you find also finger trails and different textures to kind of get your child engaged in this book. It's a really, really beautiful book. My daughter will just sit and play with this book as I put her brother to bed, and then I can get to her. So it's great just to keep your child engaged. Very easy to push. So for little baby fingers, a super awesome way to push that. Similar sound technique that it's right embedded in the pages is the animal sounds. So there's jungle sounds, zoo sounds, garden sounds, woodland sounds. It's really nice because the sounds, they make sense to the story. So this one's talking about the whole jungle shakes as a hungry tiger roars. And then the tiger roars. And then it goes on to talking about the birds, and then the beautiful bird song fills the jungle air. And then you can hear the birds. So really, really beautiful sounds, very realistic. So there's lots of those sound books. Another great book for little ones, and this can be your child who's not talking yet, all the way up to your preschooler. And this is a first look and find book. What's really neat about it is that the pages are quite simple, but they have prompts. So which bicycle has a blue basket? Well, we're talking about the color blue, so we have to identify that, and then the vocabulary of basket. Who is wearing a helmet with spots? Well, what are spots? Oh, they're circles. Let's find the circles. And so each page is different. They're talking about longest, tallest, so they're categorizing, talking about more colors. Can you see two mopeds? Well, what's two? 1, 2, and so you're counting. So lots of different interactions with this book. This keeps my daughter's attention for probably 25 minutes. I'm almost bored of the book, and she's still totally into it. So that's pretty awesome. So it's the very first book of things to spot. This one's the out and about, but there's also just the very first things book of things to spot as well. This is a series that we have a ton of different titles. 199 Things in the Garden. It's great to build vocabulary. It has great visuals, talking about different things in the garden. There's dinosaurs, big machines, and the list goes on and on. Count to 100. This is just a beautiful book, and it really promotes counting in different ways. And so for your toddler, your preschooler, your kindergartner, your grade 1, this is a great book. And so it shows counting up, and then it has them in groups of groups that you can see. Okay, this is 6 trees, 7 peas, 8 teapots. But then as you get to bigger numbers, then they're categorizing them in color, so you can skip count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And so the colors make sense. So each page is different, and you can count in a different way. They give you props. How many buildings are there? How many windows does each building have? So there's more than just one thing to count on each page. So really, really amazing book. Another great book for numbers and counting is the Lift the Flap numbers. And this is part of a numbers or Lift the Flap series about concepts. So there's ABCs, there's opposites, there's shapes and colors, all nature, weather. There's all these. I want to get every single one for my daughter because they're just so amazing. They're so engaging. And this one I love is because it's really promoting number recognition. So not just counting, but recognizing that number once they've counted. So on this page, they count the zebra, and then they lift the flap, and they see, yep, there was 7 zebra. And then on this page, they see, oh, I need to find 5 sheep. Well, where would the 5 sheep be? Maybe they're in the field. How many sheep are there? And then they would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they would go on from there. Each page has a just different way, missing numbers, counting dots, lots of great different ways to learn how to count. So really, really engaging and fun, and just to practice their counting skills. In that Lift the Flap series, there's also books for older kids. So this is an example of one. So how your body works. You'll see that the detail and the complexity is obviously a lot more than the number book. So for example, we've got the bones and muscles, and you've got one big flap to show those muscles, but what's so cool is that you've actually got flaps within that. And so lots and lots of details about every piece of your body. So it goes on, we've got heart and lungs, and they really show it in such a way that your child can grasp it and really, really understand it. So very, very neat. So much detail that you can't just read it in one go. You've got to go back. Your child's going to just soak it up. They just love all the flaps and all the little details, and they'll come back and find out a new fact and be excited about that. So it's really, really great, these Lift the Flap books with all of their components. I love this. It shows actually a baby growing inside mommy's tummy, so that could be helpful if you're having a baby. Staying safe and germs, so that's really helpful right now to talk about with your little ones. So really great book. A series that we have is the Big Book. So this is on rockets and spaceships. There's so many different topics, so name a topic and we probably have it. This is a great carpet book. So you open it up and it just explodes, and your child just gets to dive right in, and just, there's no actual way I can show all of you this in the screen, but they just dive in, and then they see all that detail, all the written facts, and each page is just so beautifully illustrated. It just keeps their attention, and it just keeps folding out. Just amazing books. So these are the big books. We've got a series that has 3 different levels. So it goes from little ones up to older ones. And so it starts with Peep Inside. And there's tons of topics. So this is the Peep Inside dinosaurs. There's Peep Inside farms and under the sea, gardens. And so you'll see that we've got some text, and then there's more text when you flip open the flaps, and they're really easy to open, these ones, because these are for your little guys, your 2, 3, 4-year-olds, and so not as difficult to pull them, not as intricate, not as much detail in the text, but still learning and having fun and interaction in your book. The middle category to these is called Look Inside, and I actually can't find mine. I have a feeling my daughter wants me to look for it. So this is See Inside Space, and so this is the highest level, and there's tons of categories for this as well. And you'll see just how the detail of the text and the information obviously has expanded. And this is another like amazing page with all that detail. And then obviously flaps within it. So beautiful, beautiful books that will just grab your kids' attention for a while. Within the Peep Inside series, there's actually Peep Inside fairy tales. So there's a handful of fairy tales, lots of princesses, and these are just gorgeous. The detail and intricateness and the laser cut pages are just beautiful, but it's these flaps that open up and just make it come to life. So Cinderella was my favorite, and just you can see inside the ball. It's just so beautiful. Another 3-part series is a question series. So we all know our kids ask tons of questions. Oh my goodness, I get why this, why that all day long for my 3-year-old. So they brought out a series, and the first level is the very first questions and answers. So one example is, what are stars? There's what is snow, and the list goes on, but just really simple questions. And then they go in to explaining it and have the flaps with just some detail. And like the flaps aren't just all the same. So this one opens up and it shows it's not shaped like a star at all. So when you use the telescope, so it shows that kind of detail. It's just beautiful. So really, really great books. The next level up is the first question and answers. And an example of that is, why do tigers have stripes? This book isn't all about tigers. It's about all different animals and their characteristics, and it has amazing, interesting facts that even you will be shocked by. I love this one, how do stripes help zebras? And I thought, oh my goodness, I don't know. How do stripes help zebras? I love zebras. I love black and white. I love stripes. They don't help them. But when animals try to attack us, our stripes confuse them, and they struggle to pick one of us out of the crowd. Amazing. So super cool, interesting facts, and they go on and on explaining all different animals. So why is the elephant rolling in mud? To protect myself from the hot sun, and they compare it to sunscreen. So really, really cool. And then the last series is just question and answers, and this is for your older kids, 6 years old plus, likely 5, 6 years old plus, and the detail is greater. They've actually categorized it with a table of contents: where, who, why, what, how, when, and which, and each page is different. They ask a question and then they have the detail within it. So really, really beautiful. This is all about long ago in history. Endless topics in this series. So really, really amazing. Why is my dress so wide? And it talks about that it showed wealth, and it shows the progression of clothing. So lots and lots of details that will get your child thinking and asking more questions. And that's what you want. You want them to inquire and explore. And so that's really amazing. A beautiful series we have is the All About series. And this is all about friends. We also have family and feelings. And it just helps promoting having those deep conversations with your child. And even if your child's 3 or 4, and it gets them talking about what are friends and how do we make friends. And then if they're even older, I will use this story with my grade 6 and 7 students and talking about just the basic foundations of friendships and the basic foundations of feelings and what that means. And so really beautifully laid out and written for your little ones. It's a really great series. We have lots of readers, and so this is from the Usborne Young Reading series, and this is from series 1. Some of them have actually little bookmark ribbon. Some of them are hardcover, some aren't. Some come in bundles. They're all different levels, so if you have any questions about that, please ask. We have a handful of different graphic novels, and they're all classic stories: Robin Hood, Thor, Alice in Wonderland, and these are for your reluctant readers. So they love the graphics along with the text, and it helps them just to get through it, but they are reading, and so that's what's important, and kids are just loving graphic novels right now. STEM is a huge thing in school right now, and there's lots of different STEM books that we provide. Scribble books for talking about engineering and science and coding. This is one that's new, and it's talking about construction and demolition of a building. And so it really gets into all the details about maybe being in the trades and the importance of trade jobs and all the machines. So really, really neat. And they obviously have all those lift the flaps and lots of detail. And like every time you turn the page, you find more flaps that you can open up, more detail. So really, really beautiful. And the hidden engineering. So lovely book for those kids kind of inquiring about that. For your older kids who just say that they're bored all the time. There's Never Get Bored Outdoors and Never Get Bored. And they have just an endless amount of prompts and things for your child to do. The perfect book for them to have this summer. For example, I love this one. You're on a drive to the cottage and you talk, imagine life on a desert island. So think of what outfit of clothes could you wear again and again. And you think about that, the prompts, they get them talking, and lots of different ideas and topics. I love the detail of the elastic, so super great book. This is a series of writing books, so it's the Write Your Own series. This is Write Your Own magazine. There's Write Your Own story, Write Your Own comic, Write Your Own adventure, all beautifully done with a spiral. All the details to what makes up a magazine, and then the blank pages to cut and paste and add to your own magazine. So that's a really great book to keep your child engaged over the summer in writing. Also, to go with that Never Get Bored series, there's wipe clean cards, activity cards, and dry erase markers that go with this. So really, really great cards. We have lots of magic painting books. These just flew off the shelves at the beginning of COVID-19, and they've all been, or most of them have been restocked. So really, really great. They come with the paintbrush. They can be torn out, but they can also, there's this extra flap that you can put down so that it doesn't leak onto the other pages. So really great. Another activity book are our transfer books. So you get all these transfer beautiful pictures. That's just full. And you can transfer it onto this nonfiction book. So what's really great about this book is that it's not one and done activity book, but it is always a nonfiction book about under the sea. So really, really beautiful. We have a ton of sticker books. So lots of different levels, lots of different topics for boys and girls. We've got the Little First, and this one's all about animals. And we've got then the First sticker book, and this is about seasons. So beautiful stickers. And then we've got fashion sticker books, and I just look at these outfits, ladies. Aren't they beautiful? My goodness. There's princesses, there's dinosaurs, there's ones for your older boys about build your own machine or monster. We've got coloring books that really promote just the one detail in the page for your little ones to color. We've got step-by-step drawing books that just break down the drawing, and then lots of space for you to practice. Then we have dry erase books, like so many dry erase books. But if you're looking for something to keep your guys working on some schoolwork during the summer, or when they go back to school in the fall, hopefully, there's all the different subjects, and they are leveled. There's get ready for school ones, then there's just activity ones, but what's great is that they can be reused. Then we have embroidery kits. It comes with everything you need. Perfect all-in-one gift. We have activity pads. They can be torn out. They're beautiful colored pages. And we also have big activity pads as well. And those come with 30 tear-up pages. Whew, I got through it all. I didn't know if I would make it. So big pile of books. We have over 2,000 books in stock, and it's just amazing. I just wanted to go over ordering. We do have this new website, and a party link is made for Lisa's party, and it is brand new. So with new things, there are some glitches. So a few little tips on searching for your book. I also gave you a link to just a flippable catalog. That's sometimes easier just to see what we have, and then you can search the product number underneath that book. There is a chance that it's out of stock. There's a chance that maybe it hasn't been added to the website yet. There are a few books that that's the case. But if you have that product number, or if you use a keyword from the title, that will help you search through Lisa's Party link. If you want it to be delivered directly to you because you live a distance away from Lisa, it is an extra $5 on top of the regular shipping charge. And so just keep that in mind, because they all will be delivered to one location. They'll be delivered to me. I will wrap them all up for you and then give them to Lisa, and we will disperse them to everyone. I love to help you in any way I can. So if you need help creating a bundle, or finding something perfect for the age that your child is, please let me know of their interest and their age, and please let me help, and I can give you some suggestions. If you haven't commented on the posts from this past week, please go back and comment, and I will be doing the draw later tomorrow. And please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. So my little business is called Brooks and Bloom. So Brooks for my little guy who's 9 months, and Bloom for my girl whose name is Rosie. And so please follow me so you can keep in touch, see what's going on with Usborne. If you have any questions, please message me or comment on one of the posts. And I hope you've enjoyed this and learned some things and seen some books that you love. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.